Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for February 6th, 2020. This is a reading for the collective for all signs, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm just going to ask that you guys go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell if that's something you guys want to do. And I just want to thank you guys for listening. You guys are awesome and the best, and I love you so much. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this reading for the collective, February 6th, 2020. So we're going to go ahead and ask spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and our spirit guides, what messages do you have for the collective, February 6th, 2020? Messages for the collective, February 6th, 2020. Hierophant in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Wow, so we have two eights coming out. Eights are about abundance, manifestation. All right, your overall energy is the eight, is the Strength card. So we have three eights on the deck now. The Strength card is Leo energy. The Strength card is all about finding your inner calm no matter what's going on around you. It's also finding your courage to be yourself, to follow your own path, and to follow your happiness no matter what. Underneath that, we do have the Five of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is all about, usually it's about a spiritual journey, right? And I'm kind of seeing that here with the Hierophant as well. But it's about taking the path or the journey or the walk that's best for you. And it may not be the easiest. It may not be the most conventional. You may be turning away from someone, something, an organization, a spiritual belief, a group, okay, to do your own thing. And it may not be so easy, but you're ready and you're willing to accept the hardships that you face along the way. Here we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is all about being overwhelmed, being anxious, not being able to sleep at night, being exhausted, okay? And there we have the Six of Pentacles because something was just out of balance. I think a lot of you sort of had an aha moment, okay, where you realize you just can't continue in the status quo. Something has to change. Either you're in a relationship or a job or within an organization or in a family where there's not a balanced give or take, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune, there's something that you see or perceive as a misfortune, as things not going your way, okay? Things not going your way and you really needing to make a change. And I see that, but I also see the need for you guys to find your inner strength and your confidence to make this change. I feel like you're about to make this change, okay? But you just need this little push. And Spirit is telling me, do it. Do it. You guys know what you need to do. I think you've done the soul searching. We saw that yesterday. Don't let fear and anxiety get in your way of making the changes that are best for you. All right. The first card out here, we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. The Hierophant is a teacher. It can be a marriage card. It can be a contract card. It can also be your spirituality. With that in reverse, it feels like you're breaking a contract, but not in a negative way. You need to depart from the norm. You need to depart from a group. You need to depart from a person or a job or a situation because you need to do what's best for you. And it's not going to be conventional. And other people are not going to see it as conventional. And Spirit's saying that's okay. The Eight of Pentacles is all about hard work. It's focusing on, look, he's sitting here, he's polishing these coins, he's focusing on the details. He has a very rewarding work. His journey is just as valuable as the outcome. With this in reverse, it points us to the Seven of Pentacles, which is an investment of time, creating something that you can now step away from because now it will grow on its own. For some of you, whatever you guys are leaving behind, whether it's, watching your children go off to school, whether it's a business that now you kind of want to step away from, like you started it, you got it running, now it's time for you to step back and let it run itself, okay? Or whether it's a relationship or somebody that you are helping, it's now time for you to do what's best for you, Okay, the Eight of Pentacles is like you need to be involved with something that's rewarding and that's beneficial to not only you, but to your community or your soul tribe or to your family. And I feel like that's the impetus here. It's going to take a lot of strength and courage. It's going to take a lot of affirmations, believing in yourself. Okay, a lot of solar plexus work for those of you who do energy work. Okay, really here focusing this Eight of Pentacles that you have to be happy in your daily life, not only just on the destination, but having fun, enjoying, and being rewarded every day. Okay. Now, yes, it is important. I want you guys to be focused on the outcome that you desire, not the outcome that you fear. And you will experience frustrations. You will experience some delays. But ultimately, you can manifest this and you will manifest this. And I see that with the Page of Pentacles, because the Page of Pentacles is now starting something new. So here you guys are leaving something behind that maybe wasn't for your greatest good or beneficial to you, or, it wasn't rewarding for you. Okay, so some of you might be looking at your careers or your jobs and saying, you know what, it's time for me to go back to school, or it's time for me to focus on my side hustle or find my true passion or my true calling. A lot of us right now during this ascension, this enlightenment period that we're all going through, okay, it's like I need to be doing my soul's purpose, right? I need to do what I'm passionate about and what I'm meant to do here. We're all born with a purpose here. Okay, and the Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, loads of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy in this reading. Okay, we also have Leo and we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But the Page of Pentacles is starting a brand new journey. This is somebody who has planned, who has taken copious notes, who is completely ready to step into what it is they're feeling called to do. He cherishes this pentacle. It's like he's found the one. He's figured out what it is he wants to do, what he's meant to do, and he's gung-ho about doing it, but he's also very cautious, right? Because he does take the time to plan and take notes and, cross all of his I's and dot all of his T's. And it's a beautiful thing because this has been a long time coming. And these are spiritual big jobs, you guys, with the Strength card and the Hierophant. Now, the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is all about maybe being a little bit unsure, and standing next to the Page of Pentacles, this is a little bit of vacillating, a little bit of going back and forth, whether or not you should take this journey, whether or not you're ready, because remember the pages sometimes lack a little bit of confidence. They're usually the card of a message or the card of a child, so you may have received sort of the beginning messages or downloads about this coin, about what it is that you need to do, but you might not feel completely ready. And you might be sort of backtracking. You might be like, yes, you have to do it. And I see that with the Strength card in reverse, like you not having the 100% courage and self-confidence to make these changes because you don't feel quite ready. And the Hierophant card, turning your back on the Hierophant, on a relationship, on a spiritual organization, on a job, something that's deeply ingrained in you and on your family. And when I say turning your back, it doesn't mean that you're going into exile or you're denying everything you've ever learned or anything like that, but going after what's best for you. And I do see a little bit of hesitance here in this reading, right? And the need for, the strength to be in the upright, that self-confidence and the courage to do what's best for you and to go your own way. And it's probably not a conventional way, but it's going to be oh so sweet if you do. All right. Here we have rest and rejuvenation, 19, adding up to a 10. Completion, again, go within for the answers. Make sure that you're healthy, you're prepared, and you're balanced, because once you're balanced and aligned, you won't be going back and forth. You'll know exactly what it is you need to do. And for some of you, you do need to work on that solar plexus chakra, okay, and really, to up that courage and that self-confidence, okay. And here we have deceit, 25. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm actually getting more than anything. I'm getting two messages here with the deceit card. One, I feel like some of you are turning your back on a person, a relationship, a job, an organization, a spiritual path, because you felt like it had either turned deceptive or that you were a part of it because of an original deception, right? And I don't take it as you being super angry about it, or Spirit is saying don't be angry, because it wasn't intentional deception. You may have even deceived yourself, or you might feel as though you were deceived or you were deceiving yourself, because now you're coming to the realization that this wasn't rewarding for you, or it's not aligned with your soul's journey. And Spirit is cautioning you about that, right? It's like when we have a job that was really good, and the job provided for us, and we were happy at one point. And as we're sort of evolving and moving forward, if there's no room for growth within that job, we tend to start looking elsewhere. But if we're not really, really in tune with our journey and what's going on, we might start to do things or see things in a way that vilify the job or our boss or our coworkers, right? As sort of a self-preservation technique, as a way, also as a way to sort of start seeing the job as something negative, okay, that we need to get away from. Now, whether that's Spirit's intention, right, to get us to move, whether these little things start happening and our perspective changes, but actually more than anything having to do with Spirit, I feel like it's within our soul, right, is starting to see that this is no longer beneficial for me, or I've outgrown this and now I need to move. And the ego is saying, this is bad, these people are bad, they're taking advantage of you, they're not giving you what you're worth, right? And a total focus and perspective shift, right? That in a way is sort of deceptive. So it's really important that you go within and you do your shadow work, and you also take a look and see at why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Try to align yourself, right? Because this deception is most likely coming from within. I'm not getting at all that this is somebody who's pulling the wool over your eyes, but I feel like your perspective is leading you to feel this way, but it's ego based, okay? And it's sort of like it's a mechanism that's helping you get away from whatever it is you're turning your back on, and it may be necessary for you. Okay, that might be what the ego needs to do to sort of push you, in the direction that you're meant to go. Okay, because I do see that there is a bit of, going back and forth, not really being sure. All right, and then we have journey, number 2. I love it. So this is all about, this journey is necessary. It may be time for you to move. It's time for you to move on, but you do have to get, you do have to find that inner courage, okay, and that strength, okay, to confront your fears and get past, what your ego is doing, and focus on your desired outcomes. Okay, not your feared outcomes. Don't focus on all of a sudden something that was once good and that you really believed in, vilifying it, right? That's the ego. Okay, in a way it's okay, but you don't want to burn any bridges, and then you don't want to sort of build up this sort of paranoia, and you don't want things to be, your feelings, to be based on deceit, because that's something then you're going, that's creating karma as well. Okay, so let's try to stay positive, you guys. Focus on what it is you do want and how you're going to get there, and focus on changing, you're getting your self-confidence and your courage up to make these changes. All right, perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So Spirit is telling you, you can do this. All right, even though some of you might be faltering, some of you might be second guessing yourself. Don't. You're okay. You're doing the right thing. And grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Yep, so a lot of you, I feel like this might have to do with a job. It could have to do with a relationship, okay? But reframe that thinking, okay, that a loss is an opportunity to not only appreciate it, right? But also an opening for something new. When we create a void, we create the space for something bigger and better in our lives, and also to look back fondly, right? Like I was saying, the ego will start to vilify a job or a person in order to help us move away from it. But if you can control that and just understand, well, I've outgrown this, or it's time for me to move on, or I need different things, right? And to look forward, okay, with grace and with joy to whatever it is you're moving towards, not what you're moving away from. Okay, that's a much healthier approach. And we have the Horse King, assistance and control. I love that. The Horse King comes as your ally to show you that, you know, remember the horses will go through any situation. Okay, remember we have this Ace of Pentacles here and it's in reverse. And the Seven of Pentacles are kind of like delays, introspection, reevaluation, but it can be experiencing frustrations, etc., etc. The horse is an animal that no matter what, if it's raining, it's snowing, it's sleeting, whatever it might be, you get on top of a horse and you say go, the horses will go, right? As long as you have control, right? But, you know, so this is assistance, you know, a spirit saying, you know, we're coming, we're helping you on this journey. There's movement here. We can see that you're faltering. Look at that. I have retreat at the bottom of the deck. You know, and I feel like this is you guys want to retreat and Spirit's like, no, it's time, you know, stand your ground, keep going forward. Don't second guess yourself. You can do this. I'm bringing you assistance to help you cross that desert, to help you cross those rivers, to get through that forest. All right, lovely, lovely information here. This is like a big, like, you can do it. You know, Spirit's like, you know, really coaxing you along here. All right, and here we have nature. Yeah, I love it. The importance of getting out into nature. Okay, that will be very grounding. You know, very grounding and very balancing for you. So when you're experiencing these sort of ups and these downs and this back and this forth, you know, that getting out in nature is going to be of utmost importance for you guys, helping you balance. All right. And then we have truth and integrity. I love that. The truth and integrity card, again, I love how she's surrounded by all of these little cherubs. So it is also, you know, it's also Spirit telling you that you are divinely supported on this journey. Don't worry. You know, you're getting lots of spiritual downloads, little whispers, lots of aha moments that are going to be coaxing you and encouraging you. The importance of standing in your truth and in your authenticity as well. So again, for a lot of us, I feel like it is sort of recognizing what the ego is doing. You're right, trying to vilify whatever it is that we're turning away from, and the importance of sort of focusing more on your desired outcome, what you're running towards and why, right? And not because you're running from something that's bad, right? You don't want to be creating negative energies or images or memories, because whatever you were a part of at one point was good and was for you because you chose to be there. Right? I'm saying for most of us. So it's not to vilify it or, you know, and that's anchoring yourself in a negative space, but to look at where it is you want to go. Focus on that. That's raising your vibration. And then being very truthful, you know, standing in your integrity. I want to go here because I need this. I think this is a beautiful message for you guys. I love this message. All right. I'm just going to ask that you guys go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day.